Hello, my name is Mr. Noob, the godfather of gaming. Well, you're tuning into another video. You know, basically what the title is talking about, the Leafy ban. Now, some of you probably have never heard of me, and some of you do know who I am that are now subscribing to my channel. And before we go ahead and get started, hit the goddamn subscribe button. You're gonna figure out why you should, and that reason should be why, because you're looking at the motherfucker right now. The Leafy ban is kind of something that is controversial that's happening right now, today, on YouTube. I would like to talk about a few YouTubers that are considered edgy. And I think edgy is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. A lot of people have a lot of hurt feelings on the internet because you say something they do not like. They want to ruin your goddamn fucking career because they believe that their feelings are more important than your livelihood. I have two words to these motherfuckers. You. And let me say it a little bit better for you, okay? Let me get it a little closer so you can understand. You. These people and these individuals were probably edgy themselves when they were probably Twitch streamers or so forth. And I would like to go ahead and talk about the fact that Asmongold was like, good, this motherfucker got banned. Literally, I'm glad he's gone. This is what happens when you violate YouTube's terms of service.
Hey, well, Asmongold, didn't you fucking talk about this shit back in the day? Weren't you edgy yourself? Like, weren't you edgy as well, Mr. Asmongold? Like, I swear to God, you were the individual that was edgy as well. But now that you are fucking bigger on Twitch, you can go ahead and conform to the fucking left or the middle, or I don't fucking know, but you're edgy, right? But no. You have the right to say this shit.
And Asmongold himself probably is like, I'm glad he's gone. What's the difference between banning somebody on a platform because they speak on someone's problems or something that they don't believe in? And here's the thing. If someone talks negative about me in the future, says, well, like, if they talk negative about me, and they literally go off like, Mr. Noob is a very, very trolling and assly type guy, and you should not watch him because he's a motherfucker, and he is an asshole, and he's edgy, and you should not watch him because he fucking doesn't care about your feelings. Conformity, care about your feelings. I like pies and long walks on the beach, and he doesn't like it. So fuck him. That literally is what probably would happen to me one day. People would come and say like, hey, Mr. Noob. Hey, I said Mr. You. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Mr. Noob and everything he talks about because he doesn't care about your feelings. You can't fucking right. I don't care about your motherfucking feelings. And then, in reality, it's like YouTube is saying this is targeted harassment or an idea of, you know, what Leafy's put in Pokimane pictures on the profile, whatever the fucking thumbnail is with Pokimane, and he's not really talking about Pokimane, but it's like targeted harassment. To an extent, I can understand what people are saying about this, but at the same time, I feel like if no one fucking talks about this shit, and no one fucking literally like talks about it or gets into the root of the problem, these people are gonna continue to fucking destroy people that they don't agree with. And that's the problem. And then they're using YouTube as an outlet to destroy these people's livelihoods. Now, don't get me wrong, and I want to go ahead and pull something up and show you what The Verge wrote right here. So The Verge is going ahead and writing, let me take this damn thing off right here because it's pissing me off. The Verge writes this right here. YouTube permanently bans controversial creator Leafyishere. YouTube has banned the controversial creator Calvin Lee Vale, better known as Leafyishere, for repeatedly violating the company's harassment policies. The ban follows big changes to YouTube's harassment policy meant to deter behavior that in part help creators in the commentary community like Leafy develop a following. If someone develops a following based off of not harassment, but based off of views and opinions because they don't like an individual, it should be their right if they don't like them or not, or they might not like the individual, but they're commenting on stupidity that the individual is committing on the internet. This shit you put on the internet is there permanently. So this video that I put online is gonna be here forever till the day I die, unless some miracle where we go right back to the motherfucking rock ages. Just letting it say right now, the ban right now is not justified in my opinion. He's like, I ain't getting no warnings, blah, blah, blah. And some people are saying that Leafy's ban was justified and some are saying it's not. I'll say a majority of people are saying it's not, and I'm on the side of majority of people saying it should not be banned because here's the thing about YouTube, and I want y'all to understand something. YouTube is a private company. That is the most common excuse that people say. Well, YouTube has like the right to ban people, and this is what it is. Like, no, this literally is what people are saying. YouTube has the right to ban people because they are a private company and they should ban people they do not agree with because it is not free speech when it's private company, okay? So stop complaining and start conforming. Like, honestly, I digress that YouTube is I digress on this area that YouTube being a private company and they have the rights as a company to do what they want with their content. I get it. But when you start acting like a publisher, because then there is fine print and why the government is coming after these individuals, and I'm not even going to go into politics here, but I'm going to say that if you say something that someone doesn't agree with and they consider it harassment or bullying, then they just kind of target your channel and try to get you strikes and get you banned on YouTube because they don't believe in your views or your opinions. And we're not even just talking politics here. We're just talking about you believe something and someone doesn't agree with you. I mean, in my opinion, you could be a idiot on YouTube and saying the goddamn world is flat. And I don't care. It's you. Do I believe in you? No. But should I get you banned? No. But honestly, in reality, is that this is what's wrong with the platform. YouTube is now at a state of growth and state of size that it can do whatever it so pleases if it does not agree with your views. If it doesn't believe that you should be talking about a topic, they will silence you. I.e., yeah, my bad. I silenced myself. That wasn't YouTube. F you guys. But that's kind of like what it is. YouTube is going to silence you by either demonetizing you, trying to get you to conform to the idea and the rules that they have established multiple times by changing it multiple times. They want you to do what is working for them because they want to get rid of the area of the excess fat off of a steak that they believe is not healthy. But believe it or not, the fat on the steak is really salty and it tastes usually better than the steak itself. So I digress. The ban is not justified in my opinion. Banning Leafy is stupid. You banning someone is going to create a more wave of more people coming in and support. So more edgy content creators are probably going to start coming out. And I'm telling you right now, yours truly, I don't like to consider myself edgy. I like to say, I like to speak my mind. I'm a godfather of gaming. I speak what the I think and my views, and I stand by them. And if I don't like what I said, I'm like, yo, I don't really mean that. But in reality is, when you have like Asmongold and other content creators on Twitch saying things like Leafy being banned is a good thing, these are the type of individuals that will burn down your house if they had the opportunity to do it, if they can make $1 million and take your life out if they could. These individuals will hide behind closed doors and act like they are completely good people, but they really aren't. These are the ones that will act nice on camera, say this is not the person I am today. And I get it, people make changes and they change, but I honestly believe that Leafy, as crucial and as entertaining and as awesome as his content is, I think that he should not be banned. And I hope to God that he continues to make content outside YouTube in case it is a permanent ban. But I would advocate for freeing Leafyishere, hashtag free Leafyishere above. But the thing is, and I want to go back to this, is that banning Leafy is stupid. The justification is that he made so much content, and apparently what he tweeted out on Twitter is that he made almost $4 million with a $60 microphone. Some of you motherfuckers are probably really pissed off about that. You should be. You should be, because you haven't used your head. See, my opinion is that Leafy is smart. He's a businessman. He knows what he's doing. You think he doesn't have a plan after this? I'm pretty sure that all this negative press is going to be good press. And that's the type of thing Leafy's going to capitalize on. And then Keemstar. Don't get me f***ing started on Keemstar. I don't f***ing like the guy. I personally don't give a f*** about Keemstar. But do you f***ing think I care, you know, the things he says? I don't. Because it's his opinion. I don't have to fucking agree. But do you see me advocating fucking getting him removed off of fucking YouTube? No. I'm not. Because it's not my job. And I don't fucking believe you should remove people off a platform because of their fucking views. Yours truly, and I might as well go ahead and say it, went to fucking war. I went to Afghanistan in 2008. I went out there for 8 fucking months. I was in the Marine Corps for fucking 8 years. I fucking seen a lot of shit. I raised my fucking right hand to the Constitution. I believe in your freedom of speech. And I know a lot of you it's like, well, YouTube is a private company, so technically there's no freedom of speech on this platform. Well, I get that. Until you start acting like a goddamn publisher, YouTube, then you start crossing lines. So we're not allowed to speak our mind on people getting banned. We're not allowed to speak our mind on what's allowed to be said on this platform. Then we have a problem. Can't say the F word. You need to get demonetized. Well, you. You can't say the F word in the beginning. You. Can't say the F word multiple times. You. In my opinion, this is just a start of a uprising. And the biggest thing is where I say that there is anti-competitive laws in place. And YouTube doesn't want another video platform to dominate. They always try to suppress other video platforms trying to come on top. Because they want to be the one that controls the airwaves and the internet waves of what video content should and should not be. See, that's the problem with YouTube today. Is that you have individuals that have an ideology that they believe in and they want to keep it that way on their platform. And you literally hire these people without even realizing it. And we call these individuals social justice warriors. People that are too sensitive to things that are said. Things that they agree on that is pertaining to what their ideology is. And if you do not agree with them, they do not believe you, and yet you are a racist, that you're evil, that you're a narcissist, and that you are the bottom of the world and that you're the problem and the root problem of this world. When reality is that these individuals are the problem. And then they'll say someone like me, well, that guy is a angry PTSD Marine, or he's a angry veteran, so he shouldn't be broadcasted on the internet. Oh, I'm sorry that I have PTSD, but I at least have a brain and know how to use it somewhat to understand what's stupid in front of me and what's not. You see, banning individuals for their thought process and what they believe and what they want to give their opinion on should not be happening on goddamn motherfucking YouTube. So you motherfuckers over at YouTube, and I can't tell you what to do. It's your platform, by all means. But I say this, and I hope to God that this happens. That motherfucking other video platform comes out and it swallows you whole. I'm not saying it's gonna happen anytime soon. We don't know. Maybe Spotify might come up with something. Maybe they won't. Who knows? But let's just bring up the topic of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan signed a motherfucking deal with Spotify for his videos and his podcast, and it's supposed to happen, I think, next month. $100 million. And YouTube did not like the idea, and they lost them. Things are gonna be changing real soon. And I hope to God this next video platform that Spotify's coming makes that change. Because yours truly and a lot of other content creators gonna be jumping ship. And I hope Spotify learns from this idiotic decisions that YouTube, Google is making right now, because they hire individuals that only believe in one side. One side where they believe that we ban somebody because he comments on other individuals' stupidity or the things that they believe is wrong. Leafy shouldn't have been banned, in my opinion. And I can tell you right now, these motherfuckers at YouTube be banning people because they feel like it, and you advocate for it, watch you be next. You say one wrong thing and then your ass is burnt down like a house that has been lit on fire with gasoline. That's gonna be you. Because there is no protecting you from the insanity of the individuals that believe in social justice warrior reform. You're just another part of the problem, and you'll be in their way if you do not even agree with just a little bit of their views. You don't have to agree to things, you don't have to agree with anything that I say as Mr. New. But you can come to an agreement to disagree and be a adult and suck it the up. Because some people say that's toxic masculinity if you have to tell them to suck it up. No. It's called growing thick skin. It's called realizing that words do not have true meaning if you do not allow it. It's meaning that as long as there's no physical harm coming to your way, is that you learn to be stronger mentally. It's not easy. Trust me, it's not. It's understanding that individuals like Leafy getting banned because they speak their views on individuals, and other individuals are sensitive to the fact that they do not like that they uproot the actual true cause of their livelihoods, and the way they demonetize individuals and get them debunked and remove some sponsors so they can ruin their life is a problem. And then you have Leafy talk about it, and other individuals talk about it, like Itsagundam. From my understanding, that Pokimane and Itsagundam squashed it, but some idiots like Asmongold still comment and call Itsagundam a ass. Well, I might as well say it. Asmongold, you're a cuck. Shut the up and keep playing video games. Because I still play video games too. But at least I do something outside my broadcast. I do a lot of things outside. I actually bring something to people in their life that matters and it helps. So instead of just sitting in your chair all day, I do too as well. It's not a problem. At least I get up and I roam around and I work out and I go outside and I try to smell the coffee and I live my life and I try to better myself. But I also want to speak on matters that matter to me. Reality is, these individuals are not your friends. They look at you as money, figures, statistics, while yours truly looks at you as a human being. With different views, that's okay, I accept it. You can come to my YouTube channel and drop a comment and say, I hate you, Mr. Noob, and I'll respond, I hate you too. Welcome to the channel. Because that's how it should be. And I love to see you comment more. Drive your hate towards my videos. Drive your and try to dig up my past. I can tell you right now, I hope to God they try to find something on me. Because I have a lot of skeletons and I don't give a what you find. Because I admitted my skeletons, I'm not afraid. But that's the problem with societies. They want to dig up what you did in your past instead of seeing who you are as an individual today. Because the social justice warriors want to defeat people like Leafy. They want to take down people like Itsagundam. They want to take people down like Keemstar. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that I like him. Doesn't mean that I agree with him. But it means a lot that I can at least vouch for their right to speak their mind. The question is, do you? Because if you do not agree with them speaking their mind, then you are part of the problem. And then you will go ahead and say, no, you're part of the problem if you agree with them. No, see, that's the issue. You believe in freedom of speech, right? Then you should allow to believe that these people have the right to be stupid or say things that you don't agree with. That's the beauty of freedom of speech. That's the beauty of hearing other people's opinions that you do not agree with. So you can maybe understand them as a human being and instead of some figure. Do I agree with the ban? I do not. And I hope it gets justifiably, quickly, gets remediated. It needs to. Because we're now living in a day and age where your voice is only gonna get worse and it's gonna get more suppressed. And people like me are gonna have to go out to the streets. And we're gonna have to take charge. And that's okay, because yours truly is a leader. I led 100 Marines underneath me. I had to take care of a lot of them. I had to yell at people. I had to teach them things that they needed to learn. But I tell you right now, I bet they're better individuals today. So with this justified ban? No, it's not. Is it a justified ban? No, it's not. So reality is this. Leafy shouldn't have been banned. And the rumors are that he's been permanently banned. And I hope that changes. Let me speak on something else on top of it in closing. Drdisrespect is now on YouTube. How quickly do you think it's going to happen to him when he starts speaking his mind? And then he's permanently banned. Because you're living the airwaves of Twitch and YouTube trying to conform people to their ideology of what they believe is to the left. There's no middle ground. There's only one side. There's no middle. There's no right. There's no middle. There's only one, the left. I'm not saying politics here. I'm saying there's only one left side you got to go to believe, to fit in like a club that you are invited to, and you get kicked out immediately when you don't conform to their new rules every time they change them. And then how soon is it that your channel gets demonetized? And then it gets strikes and gets removed because you said something that you truly believed in and you were trying to be very positive about it. Then it's gone. Then, will you truly take the side of those individuals that support you being banned? Because then you'll see who your true friends are on the internet. The people that you've never truly met and hung out with, most likely. Because you really know who your friends are when you actually hang out with them. You can't consider everyone a friend that you never hung out with. Your true friends are the ones that sit down and see you eye to eye, understand your views, and they don't have to agree with you. Yours truly has people that don't agree with him. But we make a difference. We set our sides. We become adults. And that's part of growing up. Now, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit the sub button. Reshare this video, and I hope it pisses a lot of motherfuckers off. I speak my mind. I'm releasing more videos like this daily. Once a week, I talk on topics that matter. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you haven't hit the sub button, do it. Watch my live broadcast on twitch.tv/Mr. Noob Live. Make sure you tune in. Also, the broadcast is going to continue going at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I said I was going to go at 7 a.m., but I decided I got too much going on in the morning as well, that I'm continuing to broadcast at 8 p.m. on Twitch. It probably won't be that long until I get banned off of Twitch. I say this because my views are my own. And that I speak my mind and I say a lot of things that people don't believe in. But that's just a matter of time. But watch while you can. But until then, if it does happen, we'll continue to stream. We'll move our stuff here to YouTube. But until then, we're not there yet. Make sure you hit the sub button, reshare the video. And drop a comment. And tag Leafy if you want to. And drop a comment if you don't agree. We can have a discussion. Mr. Noob, the godfather of gaming.